This is the one outcome of the Giannis sweepstakes that I do not want to happen if I'm literally any other team in the league. If Giannis stays in Milwaukee, he will contend. If he goes to Toronto, he will contend. If they flip him to Philly, he will contend. But if Giannis goes to Dallas, he and Luka are going to own the league. Hello amigos, welcome to Take Some Fuego. Today we take a look at the Giannis does Dallas possibility and what it all means for the NBA. This is oddly similar to the LeBron in 2009 situation. You have one of the biggest stars in the league on this team that's kinda contending, but you can just tell that it's missing something, like Cleveland in the late 2000s. Milwaukee's been bounced from the playoffs earlier than expected a number of times now, and it seems like now is the make or break year. Either win the title now and have your star stay, or don't win the title and risk your star looking for greener pastures. This is a tricky situation for the Bucks. They have solid pieces around in Middleton and Brook Lopez and some other pieces, but the pieces haven't been around enough in the playoffs. When the other teams scheme to stop Giannis, there hasn't really been a plan B, or at least there hasn't been a good enough plan B to actually win basketball games. And what might hurt Milwaukee the most is Giannis is basically just too good of a guy to demand out of his situation a year early. But he still hasn't signed an extension, so you know it's not like he's all in on Milwaukee. He will likely play out his year and weigh his options. And Milwaukee is definitely at the top of the list, but if he's looking elsewhere, Dallas looks like it would be the perfect fit for him. And if the Bucks get bounced early again, I'm not sure how he stays and waits for a break that might never come in Milwaukee. Every NBA team is hoping to land Giannis, but there are 3 teams looking especially ahead and preparing a max contract slot for Giannis if it goes bad with Milwaukee. These teams are Miami, Dallas, and Toronto. All would be good options for Giannis, as they would be instant for real contenders, with Jimmy and Bam in Miami, or alongside Nick Nurse in Toronto, who would almost certainly unlock Giannis even more. But from a player personnel standpoint, how about the big 3 in the big D, am I right guys? Mark Cuban would love to show Giannis the big D and sign with the Mavericks, and I'm sure Giannis would love the big 3 that goes along with it, which will free things up for him even more on the court. Luka and Kristaps already will be future contenders if Kristaps can either stay healthy or get a knee transplant. But even if he doesn't get that knee transplant, Luka and Giannis are going to love the big D. In a way, Giannis might kind of be like Anthony Davis. Hear me out here. We just saw a similar situation happen in New Orleans. Davis was the guy. They could make the playoffs and have some fun series, but he's just better as a second offensive option and creator. And he's an incredible second offensive option and creator. But it's just harder to run the offense through him every single play like it needs to be compared to other stars like LeBron, Steph, even Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry. When the offense runs through these players, you are going to have a successful offense. With Giannis, you will certainly have a successful offense, but he doesn't quite yet have the plan B and plan C of running the offense that these players would. I think Luka has a plan B and plan C. And plan D, am I right guys? And with Giannis able to be the second banana offensively and the defensive player of the year candidate on the other end, the sky is the limit. Luka and Kristaps already shoot the big 3 and the big D, and the model would still be similar offensively for Giannis. Spread the floor all around him with shooters. Let Giannis get to the rim and wreak havoc, either scoring or dishing to his spaced out teammates if they decide to help. Kristaps is oddly the perfect center to play alongside Giannis, an incredible offensive threat who shoots the deep 3 at almost the best rate in the league and doesn't need to be down in the block to function well. And then you still have Luka on the team, who at 2 years into the league is one of the best facilitators in the NBA. Giannis and Luka are already incredible players, but playing along together will only open up more things for each other. And I know the big 3s are more like big 2s these days: LeBron and Anthony Davis, Kawhi and Paul George, Tatum and Jalen, Jimmy Butler and Bam. But we would have a real big 3 in the league with the 3 biggest European superstars in the NBA all on one team. I almost don't see how they wouldn't be the title favorites every year going forward from 2021 if Giannis does choose to leave Milwaukee. That could be a big if. I don't think Giannis is the type of guy that feels any sort of spite towards the Bucks organization or the city of Milwaukee. But at a certain point, if you can't compete, you just can't compete. What do you think? Does Giannis leave in free agency? Where does he sign? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for more analysis of the Big D.
Gotta put a team on your fucking back at all times, old man.